Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Atlanta Reign. Obviously our second place finisher for the Overwatch League last season, and their roster looks meh. I mean, definitely still top of NA, but not the best as last year. Let's just say that. But let's have a look at the squad. So this is their new play. Oh wait, I need to scroll down a bit. There we go. So this is their new player. So we got Kai, who's retained along with Gator and Hawk. Gator's been with the team since the very beginning. That's crazy. Uh, for the other DPS players alongside Kai, we got Nero, Venom, and most recently Speedily. I think it's so Speedily. I think his birthday. I think it's around June or July. Actually, I can't, when is his birthday? Because I know it's like in like the later half of the season. August. His birthday's in August. Alrighty, that's gonna be interesting. But Speedily, he has joined the team most recently. He used to be from American Tornado. Nero, formerly from the San Francisco Shock. Even though he did, I mean, he didn't do that well in the Shock. But actually also because he got like, I think he like split play time sometimes as well. I can't remember through there. Venom, I think Venom. Where was he from? So he retired. He was formerly from Odyssey. We'll say that. So he was with Odyssey for a bit, then he retired, and then now he's back over in Overwatch to play for the Atlanta Reign. Obviously, he has experience in playing in North America, so I don't really think language or like um, communication is going to be an issue here. I don't think it's going to be an issue out here at all. But I think I saw a little bit of gameplay of Venom, and he's really good on hit scan. So I think he might be just a replacement, maybe for Kai. Uh, maybe I don't know. I really don't know. I can't remember as of right now what Nero plays. I think he mainly plays the flex. So I think he plays projectile like Pharah and Genji and all that. I think also Trace as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does he also play Tracer? Actually, yeah, he does. Yeah. Wow, he's also known for playing Torbjorn. That is fantastic. Um, but that's DPS all done. They have two new support players. They got OG and Ultraviolet. These two have been hyped the hell up ever since. They were like incredibly hyped up. I remember. I think I did actually watch them play. I just can't remember what. I think it was like not. I met. Was it the Gauntlet? Like Contenders Gauntlet when that was the thing? I can't remember, but I remember I watched them play and they were hyped up as hell. Especially OG. He was hyped up as one of the best flexible players um, in the game. So if that's the case, I have high hopes for them then. um, but I mean, Ultraviolet and OG, I think they played together for a very, very, very long time. I don't know. When was the last time they played? I'm gonna guess it was maybe, I don't know. Maybe again. I think with the American Tornado. Did they play it together in Team Envy? I don't think so. I actually can't remember. Ah, no. But they have played together for a pretty long time. I think they were like the iconic duo. Like, I think, I can't remember. I think, I, I'm just having a look. I think it was mainly this one. I think this was where, like, they were, like, playing, like, really well with each other. So, like, there was OG and Ultraviolet in American Tornado. Then they had to split their ways into Papi Wasabi or Redbird Esports, which I think those two were, like, the best. Um, they were the best contenders, North American contenders teams during that time when American Tornado disbanded, and now Bradford Esports is now the best team. Look at that. But it's great to see those two back. Um, I hope the chemistry is also there still as well. The tanks are still exactly the same. Gator and Hawk. I don't know how long this duo is going to last for. I feel like one of them is probably going to get cut. Um, but they have been playing really, really well together. It's just like OG and Ultraviolet. They have played for a very, very long time together, so um, really excited to see how they go now with the new Overwatch 2 patch. But I do think Hawk is going to get more playtime than Gator because, like I mentioned, the flexibility. Um, I think Hawk is mainly well known for his Diva. I I mean he does play Sigma sometimes. That's really bad. All I can really think of. I think Gator is probably, I don't know, who is more flexible, Gator or Hawk? Let's have a look together. Hawk, Diva, Zarya, Roadhog, Sigma, Gator, Reinhardt, Orisa, Winston, Sigma, Wrecking Ball. Okay. So both of them can play the Sigma. I remember, yeah, Gator was like Gator came out cracked in what was it, like 2019 playoffs when he came in for a bit as a Sigma player. That was, yeah, I remember that now actually, yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like these two might be really good maybe for the for the range, just swapping playtimes maybe just like how I said for the Shanghai Dragons, but I don't really know. And as for their former players, this is where they lose a lot of points. So Edison, Iris, they both left these at the same time, and Iris joined the Houston Outlaws while Edison joined the Dallas Fuel. Massa then left, and he joined the Vancouver Titans. Then this is the big one. Pelican left to join the Houston Outlaws. This is why I say in the very beginning of the video that this team may not be as good as great as they were last year. I think they're still gonna be top team of NA. I do think like definitely up there, like top 5. But they don't have Pelican Iris because those two carried the Atlanta Reign last year. I think Kai also did really good because Gator Hawk as well. Um, but it's just, I mean, what else can I really like? Iris and Pelican carried the Reign last year, and that's why they were like they somehow made it to the grand final. That's how. And they also beat the Dallas, and they also beat the Dallas Fuel and the Chengdu Hunters. Yeah, that's really about it. It's crazy. Wait, no, wait, did they beat the Shanghai Dragons first? I can't remember who they beat. Because I think it was the Chengdu Hunters, then it was the Shanghai Dragons. Okay, I remember. So it was the Chengdu Hunters and the No, wait, fuck. No, sorry, no, hang on. They lost to the Chengdu Hunters, then they won against LSU, then they won against the Chengdu Hunters, and then they lost to the Shanghai Dragons. There we go. Cut to the very end. We ignore that. But yeah, that's why I think they're going to be worse than last year because they don't have Pelican or Iris. That's why I think Houston Outlaws are going to be really, really, really good this year because they have Pelican and Iris and around like Dante, Piggy, all the other players, which I'll get to when we actually talk about the Houston Outlaws. But Rain, this is a good squad either way. As for their coaches, they only have two. So you have Sephi still, and you have Danny still. Natter joined as a content creator, even though he was like a coach. Like he was like a coach, like a educational content creator, and he was also a coach for Drifters, Third Impact, Global Esports. Why didn't they just sign Natter as like a full-on coach, like as a full coach for them? I think that would have definitely helped. But I'm not very convinced on this coach lineup. I'll be honest. Only Sephi and Danny, even though they have been with the teams for a very, very, very long time. I'm still not very convinced, I'll be honest. Because they also got rid of Hunter, who has now joined the LA Gladiators, like I mentioned in my Gladiators video, like last time. But I'm a bit skeptical about the coaches. For the rankings, out of 10, we all love this part, don't we? DPS, I think I'm gonna give DPS maybe an 8. That's a weird looking 8, I must say. I'm gonna give them an 8. Um, why what you may be asking? Well, I'm just, I don't feel convinced about this. That's all. I've been obviously talking really highly about the DPS players, um, but I'm just not convinced about this DPS core. I think Kai is obviously really, really, really good. Um, but who are they going to like, put in like put in against with Kai? Maybe Nero, maybe Venom, maybe just like have a split, maybe. Because I think Speedly, I think he's also a hit scan player, so maybe Speedly can play for Kai sometimes in maps. I'm just trying to convince him. I'm trying to think in like if you're the Atlanta Reign and like like you're like Sephi or I don't know like a manager or some crap in the Reign. Who do you play? Like who do you put on the main roster? Maybe that's just me being dumb. I don't know. Support, I think I think supports are probably, I don't know, maybe 8.5 or a 9. One of those ones. Pretty highly. Um, I'm gonna put the, let's put it 8.5. 8.5. Let's put 8.5 as the supports. I think OG and Ultraviolet, I think both of them are going to do really, really, really good this season. If it's true, I mean, if I did watch some gameplay on OG in the past, but I think he's probably improved from last year, but from last time I watched him, I think this support duo maybe the best support duo in the West region. We just have to wait to see. As for the tanks, Gator and Hawk, I feel like this might be the best one. I think I'm gonna give them a 9. This might be a bit weird because, you know, might be a tiny bit weird. It's probably because I'm also, hitting them a bit down because they don't have Pelican or Iris. I think that's probably also why I'm putting, them down. If they kept Pelican or Iris, the DPS and supports would be a lot more higher. It'll probably be like 10 for both of them. Actually, you know what? I think that is probably is going to piss a lot of people. Let's put 8.5. There we go. 8.5 DPS, 8.5 support, 9 tanks. I think the tanks are definitely going to be better. Well, I mean, they're going to be exactly the same. I think they were definitely 9 out of 10 last year. Um, and I think they're going to be 9 out of 10 this year still. Because they didn't change anything. They really because they kept both Gator and Hawk. So I'm not really that surprised. 8.5 for DPS, 8.5 for support, and 9 out of 10 for tank. As for the coach, oh god, alright. Let's get this out of the way. 7. Why? Because I don't trust a team that has 2 coaches. I really, really don't. Unless if it's like CSGO or Valorant where like there's mainly like not a lot of players. I think a minimum of 3 coaches is a good enough number, and a maximum of like 4 or 5. I don't know actually. I did like one team had like 5 coaches once, and I was like crazy. I can't remember. I think was it a Spark? I think the Spark had like 5 coaches once. Maybe they have it right now. I actually can't, I really don't know. But 7 out of 10 for coaches. I'm scared for them, for the coaches. I'm not a big fan of teams running 2 coaches. I think 3 coaches is a good enough number. But 2, yikes. That's why I said just freaking get Natter in as a coach. As an assistant coach, please, just at least, just please. If Nat becomes an assistant coach, I would have actually put him as an 8, because that at least 3 freaking coaches are freaking 2. I think 2 coaches is difficult. It's more difficult than 3 or even 4. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna stop getting ticked off now. But yeah, that is really about it for today's video. I'm just going to check who I have up next. It is the next one is the Toronto Defiant. That'll be the next one after this. So that's really it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.